What's up, internet? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up SiteGround with WordPress. Here's everything we're going to cover in this video. Feel free to pause and read through this. Otherwise, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, first thing you're going to need is a domain. If you've already purchased a domain, you can skip this step. Otherwise, if you haven't, I recommend getting it from Porkbun. You can buy your domain with SiteGround, but I recommend separating the two as it's a good security practice to separate your domain from your web hosting provider. This way, if someone were to hack into your web hosting provider, they don't also have access to your domain. So I'm going to purchase the domain hostingadmiraltest.com. As you can see, we can get this domain for about $11 a year. So I'm just going to add this to my cart and hit checkout. I'm going to do a 1-year registration. We don't need any of these additional add-ons, so I'm just going to click continue. Next, you can create an account if you don't already have one, which I'm guessing most of you guys don't. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. Okay, next you'll be brought to this checkout page. Just make sure you click I acknowledge and then choose your payment method. Okay, you should be brought to the success page, and now all you have to do is click to continue to domain management. As you can see, the domain will be setting up right now. Just give it a few minutes to set up. While it's setting up, we can actually go and purchase our SiteGround web hosting. Okay, I'm on the SiteGround web hosting page. Feel free to click the link in the description to get to this page. Okay, so what plan should you actually choose? If you're an individual building a small site, you can do the startup plan. If you're a small business and you plan to have a medium-sized website, like for example, if you're doing e-commerce, then it's good to go with the Grow Big plan, as this will give you like additional features such as WordPress staging. If you're an agency and you're going to be managing multiple client sites, then you're definitely going to want to go with the Go Geek plan, as it's going to give you access to like Git workflows and other nerd stuff that I'm not going to be covering in this video. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go with the Grow Big plan. Now, since we already purchased our domain, I can click existing domain and just enter that domain I just purchased. Now you just got to fill out your account information. Now for purchase information, I recommend you go with the 12-month plan. This will give you an 83% discount on your first year. So it's just an introductory rate. The caveat then is that you're billed once every single 12 months, whereas instead of 1 month, you're billed every single month. So I recommend going with the 12 months. Also, make sure you click this pencil icon and you choose the data center that is closest to you. For the extra services, I generally don't do any of the extra services. But once you're ready, just click I confirm and then pay now. Next, you'll be brought to the success message. Just click proceed to client area and we can continue on with the setup. Okay, I'm going to sign in with the information I just logged in with. Okay, sweet. After you log in, you're going to want to scroll down to websites and click manage. And then next, we're going to click finish site setup. So we already have our domain that we already purchased. So I'm just going to click continue. And then we're going to start a new website. We're going to do WordPress. Next, you need to create a WordPress login. I'm just going to use the same account information that I used to sign up for SiteGround and click continue. This will try to upsell you on some stuff. I'm just going to click no thank you. And then we don't need any of these extras. So I'm just going to click finish. And then give it a couple minutes for your site to create. Okay, sweet. Once it's done, you'll be brought to this page. And this part is very important because now we have to actually link our domain that we purchased with Porkbun to our SiteGround server. And if you purchase your domain with a different provider like GoDaddy or like Namecheap, you can basically follow the same exact process. It's very similar. It's not difficult. All you basically have to do is just copy these name servers and enter them as a DNS record inside your account. So the way this works with Porkbun is I'm going to go to Porkbun here. See, our site is now done. Our domain is now finished setting up. I'm just going to go to details here. And then in this section right here where it says name servers, I'm going to click the tiny edit button that comes here. Next, we can just remove all of those name servers. We can go back to SiteGround, copy these, and then paste them. I'm going to make sure there's no enters in between, and then click save name servers. You'll get this notice. It's okay to just click OK. If you purchase your domain with a different domain registrar like GoDaddy or Namecheap, the process is exactly the same. You just got to find your name servers and then paste in the SiteGround name servers. Okay, once you've done that, you should be able to go to your website, hit enter, and this will take you to your website. If you get an error message here, just give it some time. It could take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes for the changes to propagate throughout the internet, but typically this should happen within a couple minutes. So yeah, now we got our website up and running, although it does look pretty bad right now, but I'll show you how to fix this so it looks a bit nicer. Next, we have to install an SSL certificate, because if you look in the top left-hand corner here, you'll see it says not secure. And if people are coming to your website and they see that it's not secure, then it might sketch them out a little bit. So I'll show you how to fix this right now. Okay, so to set up an SSL certificate, you're going to go back to your SiteGround dashboard. This is just my.siteground.com. And then you're going to go to websites and then click SSL. From here, we're going to select Let's Crypt SSL. This is a completely free SSL certificate. This is what's selected by default. From here, you can just click activate. Next here, we just select Let's Encrypt and click Get. Okay, sweet. It says that it was configured. So now if we go back to our website and hit enter, we no longer have that error. Everything is secure. Okay, so everything is set up. Now I'm going to show you how to access your WordPress site and the difference between your WordPress admin and your SiteGround dashboard. So if you go to SiteGround and you go to websites, you'll see there's two different buttons here. There's your WordPress admin and there's the site tools. Now, if you click WordPress admin, this will bring you to a startup wizard. We don't actually need to follow this. You can just click exit wizard, and this will bring you to your actual WordPress backend. This is the main way you're going to be accessing and editing your website with WordPress. Okay, and as you can see here, I'm actually logged in with the information I initially provided to SiteGround. So I'm gonna log out just to show you how I can access the WordPress dashboard without having to go through SiteGround. Okay, so here's our website. If I go to the URL and I just do /wp-admin, this will actually take me to a login page where I can log in with the original SiteGround information that I provided during the WordPress configuration. And then of course I can click remember me and click login. And this will bring me back to the same exact page. Otherwise, you can just go through the SiteGround admin. Now, if we click Site Tools, this brings us to a completely different interface. This is basically SiteGround's version of a control panel or cPanel, if you're familiar with that. But this allows us to do things like set up email accounts, manage our files. It allows us to configure caching stuff. So if you got to do anything backend related to your site, then the SiteGround Site Tools dashboard is where you're going to need to go. As you can see on the sidebar, you have a bunch of different things which pertain to different functions for your website. But the thing that's probably the most useful for all you guys is the statistics tab. As you can see, if I click into here, you can actually see your traffic and you can look at error logs and access logs, but the traffic's probably going to be the most applicable to you guys. You get an overview of the traffic summary. You can see audience. You can see sources from where people are actually reaching your site, how people are interacting with your site, and the actual operating systems and browsers that people are accessing your site. So this is definitely a good option, especially if you don't want to use Google Analytics. It's nice that SiteGround has a built-in analytics system for you. But 90% of the time when you're editing your website, you're going to be in the WordPress dashboard here. So right now our website looks pretty bland. I'm going to show you quickly how to install a theme. All you have to do is you go to Appearance and Themes, and then there's a bunch of default WordPress themes that are here. So for example, if I wanted to activate this one, I can just click Activate. The new theme got activated. I can click Visit Site, and as you can see, we actually have something that looks a bit better. All right, guys, well, that's how to set up WordPress with SiteGround. I hope the process went smoothly for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Peace out.